Hello, boys, girls, and MBs. Welcome back to the 93rd episode of the Judgiest place on the internet. My name is Josh.
My name is Rick.
And my name is Christian.
And we are
The
Judgies. Back, beautiful day, sunny Los Angeles, California.
Joshua, I gotta stop you right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to Home Depot the other day
Mm-hmm.
looking for a full-length mirror. And I was wandering around. It was me and my sister, and we're wandering around and can't find anything. And so we stumble upon an employee in the doors section, doors and windows.
Uh-oh.
And I was like, he is the one that talked to us first. He was like, hey, like, do you guys need help with something? And I was like, yeah, do you have any full-length mirrors? Like, you know, full-length ones, not just the ones that you hang up above the vanity. And he's like, oh, yeah, it's in aisle 71. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, thanks. And he pointed, and we started walking. And I'm not finding an aisle 71. So I go to the customer service desk, and a girl that I work with also works. She has to moonlight because they don't fucking pay her enough. Literally $12 an hour is what she gets paid, and it's fucking bullshit. Besides the point. So she works there, and I was like, hey, do you guys have full-length mirrors? And she's like, oh, no, usually only around Christmas time, whatever. And I was like, just curious. Do you have an aisle 71? And she starts laughing. She's like, no. And she's like, I don't know who told you that, but no.
Dox him right here.
You just talked to a random person wearing an orange shirt.
He was sitting behind the desk on the computer.
That was a figment of your imagination.
No, it wasn't, because my sister was also mad. She's like, I'm going to fight him. I'm going to go fight him.
That was a shared fugate state you participated in.
Did
It would just be
Fugue?
fugue. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to cut this recording short.
our shortest episode yet, did you talk to the person in the wheels section and figure out, like, what if there's more wheels, more doors?
Very topical, Joshua. No, I didn't.
If you think it's doors, you're stupid. No, there's no other.
I was too mad to go back to talk to the doorman, so.
And just like Christian, who always dude indoors, we have a shitty review here from our listeners.
Ooh.
Over on Apple Podcasts. Guys, please go leave us a review. It helps us. And
A
it's
lot.
fun to
It
read.
helps so much. It's so good. It's
So here's this 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Crashed my car. Still favorite pod.
Oh.
5 stars. Some guy ran a red light and totaled my dead dad's car while I was listening to the podcast.
Oh my gosh.
But the Judgies is still my favorite. 10 out of 10. Piss babies.
yeah. Wait, hey, you know what? Let's 10 out of 10.
That was intense. I'm glad you're okay.
Sorry about the old man's wheels.
She never said that they were okay.
Oh shit. Okay. I hope you're okay. Can you please let us know?
Maybe they are, maybe they aren't.
They got a traumatic head injury, and now we're their favorite podcast, if that says anything.
Stop that.
Guys, of course, we don't just talk about reviews on our podcast. We also podcast on our podcast. What that entails is going online and finding funny internet stories and laughing at the people in them and judging the people in them. And sometimes I'm the one who reads the story on the podcast.
Yes. Get it, Joshua. That was
Yes.
so good.
And guess what? Daddy's opening with a D&D story.
Wow.
So why are we calling you daddy of the pod when Christian's the only actual dad?
It's more of an aura thing,
Yeah,
honestly.
it's a vibe check.
So you're daddy
Yeah.
and he's
Father,
dad.
parental
Yeah.
figure.
Father of the pod is Christian, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm daddy of the dad.
Got it.
DM invited his ex-girlfriend to D&D at my house without informing me, knowing my girlfriend and I dislike her. Then made his current girlfriend help her build a character.
Wait. He had a current girlfriend and still. You know what? Hey, if you can't be friends with your ex, you're not worth dating.
That's literally, I was just going to make that callback.
Can I just say, good on a D&D DM on having multiple abilities, like dating multiple people? That's got to be rare.
Yeah.
Like, D&D people are fucking nerds.
And also just to be able to get that many people together for D&D.
Especially DMs.
First of all,
Yeah.
you're a DM. You have more than one ex.
Yeah.
You
Speaking
dated
from
multiple
experience.
people.
Yeah.
That's not rare.
Yeah.
Second of all, our DM
Nerd.
had girlfriends before.
Huge nerd.
Couldn't even name a single one.
But I don't understand what you're saying here.
What I'm saying is last week, my DM texted me like 6 hours before we were supposed to meet and asked if he could bring a friend.
Okay.
I said, sure, figuring that it was probably one of his current girlfriend's friends. Fast forward to when he arrives with his current girlfriend and his ex-girlfriend. I was surprised and honestly a little angry when I saw who his friend was. I don't dislike his ex for any major reason. She's just very unpleasant to be around. She's loud, immature, and over-friendly with people she barely knows.
That's I do have to agree. That's a negative quality to have.
Being over-friendly with people?
Just being personable. I kind of fucking hate that.
Especially at a D&D session where like they're all fucking nerds and they don't talk to people.
I am very personable. Do you hate me?
I mean, it's in the cons. There's plenty of pros. Do you think that the current girlfriend knows that this is an ex-girlfriend?
Maybe. Okay. I also felt deceived by the DM because it appeared that he deliberately omitted her name when asking if she could come. Erika's the saddest I've ever seen.
It was a joke for the pod.
The biggest fake frown I've ever seen.
Hurts my feelings still.
They were the last of the group to arrive, so I shut down my game and started getting ready with the assumption that we'll be starting soon. That assumption was incorrect.
They showed up not even prepared.
She did not have a character prepared.
The worst D&D edition ever.
And was not familiar with the game at all.
Yuck.
So his current girlfriend spends the next 2 hours helping her build a character.
That's ridiculous.
While the rest of us wait around. She tried to steer her towards a simple build, but DM's ex was insistent on playing a complex character.
For the love of God, let me play Warlock. Let me play Sorcerer, please.
She ended up playing a multi-classed Mystic Sorcerer Demon, level 7, to match the rest of the party. And if you don't know, spellcasting in D&D automatically makes it hard. When he could finally start, DM's current girlfriend had to sit and help DM's ex do just about everything. It was later revealed that DM's current girlfriend met DM's ex for the first time when they picked her up a few minutes before their arrival at my place.
Okay.
Yikes.
So his current girlfriend is uncomfortable. My girlfriend and I are uncomfortable. And upon later discussion, the rest of the party was also uncomfortable.
How do they got this many friends?
How many people are involved here?
It'd be one thing if you needed an extra warm body for the table, but they clearly don't.
Is it fine if I bring a 14th member to our D&D campaign?
And then make all of you wait?
It's actually my ex's ex.
Jesus.
Do you think this DM was trying to get a 3-person campaign started later that night, if you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Eyebrows. Someone raise your eyebrows for me. I can't do it.
Oh my God.
Roll for persuasion.
Editor, put in dice sound effect here.
I don't like that. What you just did there.
We'll blur it. Editor, let's blur that.
She kept making weird comments and what I think was repeated attempts at banter. She also blamed her own exceedingly smelly fart on my small dog, who has a consistent diet and has never had a smelly fart in his life.
That's so funny. That's the funniest. That's such a powerful move to do.
So awkward.
To be the new person, be like, oh, your dog is just ripping them tonight.
Also in line with their original assertion that, like, I don't hate him for a particular reason. It's just all these small things, because you are just naming small things.
It's just everything.
She's nice to everybody she meets. Overly nice. Except for my dog. Fucking hates that little shit. Nobody would have known who did it if she hadn't spoke up. And nobody would have never acknowledged the spell. She laughed for an uncomfortably long time. So 3 to 4...
She's laughing at her own fart.
That's really funny. Dude, the confidence this woman has is awesome.
I think it's Amy Poehler. So 3 to 4 hours later, the session is wrapping up, and she starts talking about how she doesn't really like her character and wants to make a new one for next session.
That's not how this works.
That's fair enough. If it's your first time playing, it's like, it's understand. If you play one time, like, that was not fun for me, I would say it's reasonable.
Yeah, she actually wants to play a dogkin that uses poison clouds as her attack. After spending 2 hours building that character, DM's current girlfriend is giving her a death stare that rapidly transforms into an expression of confused bewilderment as DM's ex begins arguing with DM that she should be allowed to play a child. DM gave alternatives like a child vampire or even an unofficial Pinocchio race that he knows of, but she was insistent that she should be allowed to play a child and argued for it with an uncomfortable amount of conviction. DM resolved the issue by moving the discussion to Discord, the place where all arguments go to die. Never has once an argument occur on Discord. So the night was capped off with a very uncomfortable exchange as the party bared witness to this 27-year-old woman who was apparently desperate to roleplay as a child. When later talking to the rest of the party, everyone was relieved to discover that they were not alone in disliking her, and we all agreed that she should not return.
The whole group gathered and decided, She was too nice, right?
She
We
was
all-
overly nice.
We all hated that about her, correct?
I've realized that this whole situation probably makes my DM sound like a terrible person, but he just has a poor communication skills and is sometimes a bit of a space cadet. Like, is that like a pinball reference? What does
It's a-
space cadet mean?
It's a loser, an L7 space cadet dog.
What's that from?
I don't know. The only reason we know the word space cadet is from some board game where it's where you get a word and you have to say like similar words.
Taboo.
Taboo.
Oh.
A space cadet was an insult from like the 1950s.
So why is the
Like same thing as like a
pinball?
Poindexter.
Why is the pinball on like Windows called Space Cadet? I've known him for most of my life, and while he's never selfishly inconsiderate, he is occasionally obliviously inconsiderate. He's a good guy. That's it.
How do we feel about it?
I think that the whole thing was really awkward and uncomfortable, and I don't blame them for not wanting her to come back.
I need to know why he needed to invite the ex.
Yeah,
that
in
is
what
weird.
situation did that come up? Like, did they run into each other at the gas station or something? And he was like, "Oh, come play D&D with us tonight."
She asked what's going on. He said, "Oh, I'm playing D&D later." And she's like, "Oh, I've always wanted to play."
As long as there's no small dogs, I will ruin a small dog's life.
I'll
Only if there's
absolute-
small dogs, because I'm feeling kind of gassy tonight.
I'll absolutely assassinate their character, okay?
I need
I'm
someone
gonna-
to blame my farts on.
Yeah, she's rerolling as a rogue. That way she can assassinate characters better. A bard rogue.
Boo.
A bard rogue multi-class.
Boo.
This dog's public image is never going to recover from this night.
He's ready for the next
It's
story.
honestly fucked.
I just wanted to highlight, because I don't know if everybody caught it, especially those that don't play D&D, your joke from earlier about the dog class that uses noxious
Mhm.
clouds to
Mhm.
kill. I thought that was really good.
Thank you, Erica. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Just wanted to highlight that
Can
before we
we-
moved on.
Can we cut you saying, I thought that was really good, and have that as a button on the
No,
soundboard?
absolutely not. I did not
think
consent.
that would be a good, positive turnaround
No.
for this podcast.
No, that's something the podcast desperately needs.
Like words of encouragement with Erica.
I have words of encouragement all the time.
Name one word that's encouraging from you.
Wonderful.
Brilliant.
I loved it. You look great today.
Thank you.
That joke you made earlier,
Mhm.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Remember that whole segment of episode a couple weeks ago where I was praising men? That doesn't happen very often.
Am I the
Just
asshole
saying.
for calling my boyfriend a beta?
Well, it depends. Did you call him a beta cuck?
Is that better or worse?
I don't
was
know.
he
You tell me.
was he being a fucking beta?
Kinda. I do have to say, I stole this story. Somebody shared it in our Discord. Winter shared it in our Discord, and I read it, and I was like, boy, I'm reading that one.
Okay.
So I hope you guys didn't read it.
We did it.
I didn't.
Discord, access, Patreon, or sub to us on Twitch. We'll give it
Link
to you.
here, link here, link here, editor, link here.
So I, 25 female, live with my boyfriend, 27 male, and we've been together for 5 years. Our relationship has been very good up until recently.
Okay.
He has never been one to tell me what I should be doing at all and always lets me express myself as I do the same with him.
Sounds wonderful.
On to our issue.
Uh-oh.
Recently, my boyfriend has been getting into podcasts.
Ooh,
Ugh.
gross.
Ugh.
Yuck.
Did
ew.
Aurora write this? Boo.
Specifically, one.
Wait, hang on. That boo was after my joke.
No, the boo was him was for podcasts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
Mhm.
making sure you weren't trying to boo me with my own boo.
No,
'cause
hit-
that's unacceptable.
Hit the that was a good joke button from Erica. Editor rip Erica saying. Specifically, podcasts with men talking down on women and how to be an quote alpha male.
Ew, fuck that guy.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer.
Or better yet, stop fucking him.
At first, he claimed to be listening ironically, and now he won't stop listening. I didn't care as long as he continued to treat me with respect.
Okay, fair enough.
Joe Rogan's got some points.
No, he doesn't.
Can we say that?
No,
Like his nipples, super pointy.
no.
Pood,
I mean, probably, but we don't support Joe Rogan.
pood being used as a metric for weight systems, fantastic method. He's got a point with using poods.
What the fuck is a pood?
Oh, Google it. Whatever kettlebell he used. I used to listen to Joe Rogan back in fucking like 2013, before all you fuckers
So back when he was still actively saying the N-word.
Ooh, after that.
After.
Before is cool, but after it was bad. But his kettlebell is weighed in poods. Okay?
Okay.
That explained nothing.
It's a measurement of weight. I don't know, Erica. I can't help you
One
anymore.
pood is equal to how many lbs?
I can't tell you this information, guys.
You
Oh,
have
is
to
it
listen
just
to the show.
Super secret squirrel Joe Rogan podcast with members only, or what?
No, my tiny little fucking brain, because I didn't take my alpha brain today, just can't recall that information.
Well, speaking of alpha, Saturday night comes around, and I'm getting ready to go out with my girlfriend for a girls' night.
Hell yeah.
I had on a nice black dress with a slit on the side exposing my thigh.
Hell yeah.
I'm hard just thinking about it.
Me too.
Hell yeah.
Usually when I dress up, my boyfriend showers me in compliments. This time he told me to go change and dress like I have a boyfriend.
What a fucking
Nope.
loser.
Goodbye.
Loser.
Instantly dumped.
I was confused by this and laughed it off. He then proceeded to go into our closet and get out a t-shirt and jeans and demanded I wear that instead.
Boo.
All while complaining about how females need to respect themselves and their men when they go out.
Goodbye.
I said, quote, "This is very beta of you,"
True.
in a joking tone because I still couldn't tell that he was being serious. His jaw dropped. "How dare you?" he said, and stormed into our den and hasn't spoken to me since.
Like a true beta male.
I feel really bad about upsetting him, and I'm worried I crossed a line. Am I the asshole?
No.
No. Clearly,
That
this
dude
man is
sucks.
a low value man. Okay.
I couldn't imagine ever being in the situation of telling someone, like, you gotta change.
Yeah, no. See, sometimes I test Christian and say, like, before when I buy something or something, you know what I'm saying? Like a low cut shirt or like really short shorts or something, and be like, would you let me wear this out? He's like, yeah, I don't fucking care. You can wear whatever you want. It's your body. And I'm like, wow, I would not let me wear this out.
If you think you feel hot, why would I be like, please don't look hot?
Yeah. The same thing, like, something about like selling feet pics or selling, or like posting like lewd photos or something on the internet. And I was like, would you let me do that? He's like, yeah, if you want to, I get, like, whatever.
What? Yeah. How do I stop you from doing it?
How much of the cut does he get is the only question that's running through his head.
First of all, we're married, so like,
yeah.
All
all
of
of it.
Great.
Plus he handles all of our finances, so like my money is his money and vice versa. So,
Christian will be handling the finances and the money makers.
but let me tell you, if he was like absolutely fucking not, I'd be like, well, I guess I'm gonna do it anyway, and fuck you.
Nice. Damn, win-win.
He still gets to see you naked.
Not anymore.
Well, he can subscribe to your OnlyFans.
Nah, he's blocked.
That's honestly so rude. I feel like I had a point to make before I got lost here. I got lost in the sauce.
Oh, my point that I was making was that like nobody gets to tell you what to do with your body, on what you should wear, how you should do your hair, your makeup, or when you get to go out with your girlfriends.
That's the craziest part to me. Like, I mean, that's a hyperbole. But whenever all these fucking dude podcasts are saying dumbass shit and they're like, yeah, you can't let your girl go out on girls' nights because they're looking to cheat on you. And it's like,
yeah.
maybe I'm just from a small town, but like, I have a completely different version of what girls' night means.
Yeah.
You know what that sounds like to me? Projection.
Yeah, well, because, like, what's a boys' night other than just, like, sitting and playing fucking Madden and getting drunk and chewing tobacco? Like, that's a dude's night. That's what girls are doing, but, like, the girl version of that.
Yeah.
Which is playing FIFA and chewing tobacco and getting drunk.
I mean, some girls might be doing that.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't
Me
think
and
they
my
actually
friends aren't.
I think like a lot of the females prefer using the pouches versus chew. The chew kind of gets too much in your gums. You
Yeah.
know? It's a little more contained.
Can you never say the females ever again, please?
Yeah, remove the just female.
No.
Hit the hard F on females.
How do
No.
you start listening to like Sigma Male Grind Set podcast ironically?
Yeah. You know, I do sometimes like have this weird like fear that somebody is gonna like look at the subs that I follow on subreddit and be like, what the fuck is Josh doing? Because I follow some like really hardcore right-wing subreddits to try to farm for content. And I also follow one that's r/adultery, which is literally just telling people how to cheat on people, waiting until like a really good story comes up for the podcast. And I've run all these by Aurora. Like, this is why I'm following this. But most of them are just sad. They're just sad. And it's like, come on.
Why would you be going to Reddit for advice on how to cheat on your partner?
I mean, people do it and they swear by the subreddit. So if you're looking to cheat on your partner, go to r/adultery and then fucking don't break up with them.
Why would you go to the internet for help? Like you just go do it. If you're going to do it, go do it.
Some people don't like confrontation, Erika.
Then you shouldn't be doing stupid shit. Like what?
Well, no, that's why you go on to r/adultery, learn how to properly gaslight, and then they break up with you, and now you're the good guy in this situation.
So now that I'm pregnant, I'm on Parenting Talk.
Okay, on
TikTok. And one of the popular sounds going around right now is, if you're going to be stupid, you got to be tough. And that's, kids doing like stupid, dangerous little things and then got to be tough. But I think it really applies in this situation. If you're non-confrontational and you want to fucking go cheat on your partner, if you're going to be stupid, you better fucking be tough. That's my advice for you. And also fuck you.
Because Erika's single-handedly tracking all you fuckers down.
I am.
And giving you the old can of whoop ass.
A knuckle sandwich. A free trip to the moon.
Wow. Now that's a premium. Did you guys know the moon is hot as shit during the day?
Did you see that TikTok too?
It's like 200 degrees or some dumb shit.
No. 200 degrees Celsius.
That's crazy. But at night it's like really chilly and you have to have a
negative.
jacket. Yeah.
I'm fucking pissed. Well, I know that in outer space it is that way with a lot of things where it's like whatever side is facing the sun is like boiling, and then this side that's not facing the sun is literally near absolute zero.
Kind of like Illinois in the fucking weather, am I right?
Hey.
In the spring.
Yeah.
I really wish I would have had the cricket sound effect on this board.
How about wishing for you guys to judge?
How about no?
Okay.
No.
We can hit an early break.
No, I would love to judge.
Okay.
I just
that's
feel like
what we're here for.
I can't remember if we've done this subreddit before. Am I the asshole?
Where's my carrot?
It's called Evolution of Jokes. And that is, they only become more simple over time. Am I the asshole for siding with my husband when my brother kicked him out of the engagement party?
Huh. Probably
I'm going to go just like preliminary, based off title only.
Yeah.
I will always pick my husband over anyone else. So.
Well, here's the thing. I'm just going off of context clues here. I'm thinking, okay, it's the bridal party, bachelor night. Husband bangs a stripper. Wife says husband had the go ahead. It's fine.
Okay.
Brother's like, that was not cool. Me and all the boys did not appreciate that action.
That you bring up a great point.
Yeah.
I might not side with my husband every time.
Oh.
Ooh. It's a messed up conflict between my brother and my husband, and by extension me. So my female 30 brother, Jacob, male 33, and my husband, Connor, male 32, have been friends since college.
Okay.
So like 10 years.
Did you change our names? Is it Josh and Christian? Did you write this?
It is Jacob and Connor. Let's do Josh and Christian instead.
No.
It'll make it a lot more fun.
No.
I met Christian through Jacob. Fuck, I can't do it. I met Connor through Jacob. They were so close and are always in agreement. But that changed once Jacob's fiance, Rachel, came around.
Go figure. A fucking Rachel ruining a relationship.
It's the bangs. The bangs just fuck everything up.
The Rachel haircut. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not technically bangs, but go ahead.
Well, I mean, whatever. They're all friends. They get it. Connor told me that Rachel used to be this fun girl that slept with nearly everyone in the group. Jacob met her at the new company, and they began officially dating. I, too, was shocked when I heard, because Connor told me about her a lot, about her glorious college days. Jacob then announced his engagement to Rachel and invited us for the engagement party.
Okay.
Connor had talks with Jacob about it if he was sure he wanted to settle down with her, and Jacob told him to drop it. And
So
Connor,
because she's slept with a few people, she doesn't deserve to get married or, be monogamous? Like what?
according to Connor, yes.
Okay, well, I don't side with Connor, so
Hang on, we're not even at the part yet.
listen.
It doesn't get better, but we're not at the part yet. At the party, I was sitting next to Connor talking about random stuff. Suddenly, Rachel's phone started ringing and she excused herself to answer. While she was getting up, Connor looked at her and Jacob and smirked and said, "I'm telling you, you can't make a hoe a housewife."
Ah, boo this man. Boo. Thank you.
Rachel stormed off and Jacob unloaded on Connor, calling him an obnoxious asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Connor just stared as Jacob kept insulting him with name calling. I didn't want to get involved until Jacob tried to kick Connor out of the party. I said to Jacob that he overreacted and should calm down, but he acted appalled that I defended Connor.
Yeah.
But I told him at least he wasn't lying.
Okay. I completely take back I need to stop judging on just the titles alone.
Erika never stopped judging. We'll flounder.
I said just on the titles alone.
What are we going to do for the titles only episode?
Just titles, no stories?
Yeah.
We need you to judge.
But you need to judge based off the title.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
That's
I
where
mean,
the issue comes in.
I got you. Okay. Yeah, I guess I can still do that, but like
I mean, should we postpone releasing this episode? We'll record the all titles episode right after this.
That way, moving forward, no more judging based
then it
off
doesn't
titles
make me
alone.
a liar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, technically, you're not a liar.
Okay.
Yeah, depending on the timeline of how these episodes get released.
Jacob then proceeded to kick. I said episode 93 at the top, guys. The only
Fucking
episode that
cut
I
it.
say the episode number, and now we're fucked.
This is fucked.
Doctor Strange, fix it. If we have any Doctor Stranges in our chat?
Also
Who's?
in our chat, like we've got an open live stream right now. You used to say episode numbers at the beginning.
Yeah.
So
I stopped because I can't count.
Yeah, you
Fair.
used to.
that's fair.
Weird.
Jacob then proceeded to kick me out as well. Mom got involved and tried to calm us down, but Connor grabbed his keys and phone and told me to follow him. We felt terrible. Connor started crying in the car.
Good.
And I called Mom and said, while Jacob overreacted, Connor was out of line to say this in front of Rachel and make her cry on her engagement party.
Uh-huh.
And I shouldn't have sided with him.
You shouldn't have said it and to begin with. Like that was fucking rude.
How do you
Even
not
as a
know?
joke, like fuck that.
How do you not know to just fucking bite your tongue or not make a bad joke? Like you thought that joke was gonna land? What did you think was gonna
At her engagement party, nonetheless?
And you're saying that to her fiance, like, no.
She told me to reach out to Jacob to apologize, but I said that he insulted my husband, who happens to be his best friend, then escalated by kicking him out. I refused to call Jacob and felt upset for being made feel bad for siding with my husband who's hurt because of what his best friend did to him.
Okay.
Am I the asshole? I really thought it was an inside joke between them.
I think that her and her husband suck, but it's not her responsibility to mend things with Jacob. It's her husband's responsibility to apologize and reach out.
Well, it is her brother too.
Oh shit, Jacob's her brother?
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's just the whole other knot, which begs the question, how do you not know your brother's fiance well enough to know whether or not an inside joke is a thing?
Yeah.
Especially one in that regard.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, that you can have an inside joke between like Connor and Jake, but maybe it doesn't extend to Rachel.
Yeah.
Especially like the whole trophy wife story we had.
Especially one about Rachel.
Like, well, or even like you guys say my jokes suck, and then when our fans try to get in on the joke and say that my jokes suck, that's actually really rude.
Yeah.
So like you guys can't do the joke that like you can admit that my jokes are good because you guys aren't in on the bit.
But they're not admitting it.
I don't like that. How about we admit 3 to this break? Bye.
Bye.
And everybody, welcome back to this side of the podcast, the better side of the podcast, because this side is all completely listener submitted.
Wow.
So we got submitted a listener.
Wait, are we doing a circle Jurdge first?
Circle Jurdge. A listener submitted Circle Jurdge. First of its
Interesting.
kind.
Okay.
We actually got 2 in the same week, and I was going to do the other one, but then this one came in, and it was a lot easier, so I went with that one.
Sure.
The other one was just like, I want to know more about you guys. Do a Q&A. And I was like, nah.
Oh.
They're like, I don't know this personal information about you. What's up with that? And it's like, maybe we didn't tell that personal information for a reason.
What was your childhood dog's name? That's so crazy. I just want to know this about you guys.
Maggie.
Oh, fuck me.
She was a yellow lamb.
Stop giving out this information. Our credit card's already hacked into.
I've literally never gotten that question on like security question before.
And childhood's pet name?
Yeah.
Really? Well, there you go. So, because it's a listener submitted sound, or a listener submitted circle Jurdge, we're going to play a listener submitted sound. So go ahead and send in all of your listener submissions over at Gmail. Judgiespod@gmail.com. Just type in gmail.com and then log in and then send us an email.
Yep, that's
Put whatever it is in the title. Then we know.
It makes it so much easier.
Easier on us.
I mean, are we doing titles still?
No.
Fair enough.
From moving here on out, we don't even want to tempt you with reacting to the title.
Okay.
So no more titles.
Cool. Yeah.
It'll make TikTok way easier for us.
No titles, just stories.
Yeah.
Sure.
So this was sent in by Brianna. How would you guys pronounce Brianna?
Brianna, because we're Midwesterners.
Okay, I disagree. I would say Brianna, obviously. But here we go.
Oh,
Hell yeah, dude.
okay.
It's just fucking slaps.
Dude, that went hard.
Yeah.
That went real fucking
We have
hard.
scatters in our audience, believe it or not. She
Wonderful.
was absolutely jazzing it up. And how about we jazz up your guys' baby name choice list?
I'm excited.
How about that?
We're having a hard time, so let's...
So these are all gender neutral.
Okay.
Perfect.
But
I love that.
they are also 35 names that are outlawed from around the world.
Interesting.
Okay.
So these are all names that people try to name their babies, and some government somewhere was like, no.
No.
That's enough of that.
So first off, number 1, Nutella.
What if I do Nutella like TM at the end?
Yeah, the issue was the copyright laws. No, of course, they didn't want to have some kids named Nutella, right? So now they just named, France was like, no, buddy.
Okay.
You're just asking for your kid to get made fun of. You got nut in their name.
Yeah.
Pass. So they named their kid Ella instead. That one makes sense, right? How about Akuma?
Wait, do you know that one specifically was banned in France?
Yeah, they all have a little blurb about it.
Sacre Bleu.
Did I say who sent in this circle Jurdge?
No.
Was it not by Brianna?
Fuck them. That was the sound. The circle Jurdge was sent to us by someone else.
Jonathan? Taylor
Thomas?
Big fan.
JTT is a fan?
Huge fan. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mhm.
I'm a fan of his.
Really?
Bro, Wild America? One of my favorites.
Wild. And what an insane Jonathan Taylor Thomas thing to pull, right?
No,
What
it's
is
a great
Wild-
movie.
What is Wild America?
It's him and his 2 older brothers, and they go on an adventure through. The oldest brother wants to be a filmmaker, so they road trip through like the Wild West
Of America.
of America, and they
That's
film nature, and it's about
wild.
their like brotherly shenanigans. It's a very good movie.
Oh my God. This was sent in by John.
That's funny.
That's insane.
I could feel it.
They say Johnny, but like we understand the difference. Number 2, Akuma.
Like
Okay.
Akuma Matata.
No, like my favorite Street Fighter.
What?
It's a Jonathan Taylor Thomas movie. That was really good.
Oh shit! I forgot.
Oh my goodness. Literally Japanese for the word devil.
Oh,
So of course, in Japan, they were like,
They didn't want to have cum in the name.
yeah, that was the issue, even though it was spelled with a K. Number 3, anal.
Okay.
I think it would be pronounced anal.
New Zealand, so it'd be like anal. Just like that.
Anal.
Yeah. They said that it deemed it too wacky.
Oh, This is gonna be illegal. This is a little too wacky.
You have to wait until your kid is born for like 10 years before you even try naming it anal. You know what I mean? Like you can't just hop in on anal. It was a marriage
Stretch it out
joke.
first. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Take note, that was in New Zealand. We'll see a lot of New Zealand names coming up.
Really?
Number 4, Gesher.
Okay.
So this is in Norway. And that is
I said Norway. Norway. Oh, Norway.
So that's Hebrew for the word bridge. And they were just like, no. And they had to pay $420 to change the kid's name.
Norway.
That is so far. Like, compare that to anal.
I feel like Gesher's like not that bad.
That is a weird one.
One Norwegian mother was sent to jail after failing to pay the $420 fine for using an unapproved name.
You have to get the name approved?
They have a list of names that you can choose from in Norway.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Norway.
Number 5, Tallulah does the hula from Hawaii.
That
Tallulah's a normal name.
No.
It's Tallulah.
Tallulah does the hula from Hawaii is the full name.
From Hawaii is in there.
Well, it's the middle name.
No, that's the first name. And the surname is Jackson. Borderline child abuse or most epic name ever?
Child abuse.
The New Zealand government went with the former and assumed guardianship of the 9-year-old girl who held that moniker in order to ensure that a more appropriate name was found for her.
They put her into foster care for having a bad name?
9 years later. How do you get past the census?
Well, it comes around every 10 years, so.
You got it, man. Imagine 9 years. They're like, no, you made a big mistake 9 years ago. Give us your kid.
That's fucked up.
That's insane.
Number 6, Osama bin Laden.
I guess that makes sense.
As one first name.
That would be funny. I don't know. Shortly following the events of 9/11, a Turkish couple living in Cologne, Germany felt inspired to name their child after Osama bin Laden, and they said, no.
Yeah, fuck that.
And you know why? Because names must not be likely to lead to humiliation.
Absolute wackos, those two.
Also, German law prohibits foreign names that are illegal in the parent's home country, and this particular moniker is illegal in Turkey.
Interesting.
Number 7, RoboCop. Any of these names spurn anything in you guys?
RoboCop is kind of hitting.
No, it's not.
So this happened in 2014 in Sonora, Mexico. Sonora, Mexico. They compiled a list of banned baby names taken straight from the state's newborn registries. And so, like, this kid was named RoboCop, and they went through the list and was like, oh, we let a RoboCop slip through the cracks, and now it's banned. So that kid got to keep his name as RoboCop.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Just go by Rob.
Oh, cop.
I have nothing against the name Rob by itself.
Just stop me when we're done with the names. Number 8, Chief Maximus.
That one rocks.
Max, short for Chief Maximus.
That one rocks hard.
That was on New Zealand. I don't know what is in New Zealand's water.
I mean, Chief by itself feels more like a pet name.
Yeah.
Maximus is okay.
Yeah.
I mean, our dog's name is Maxine, so we're not going to name our child Max.
Number 9, the name is pronounced Albin.
Okay.
Like Alvin, but with a B.
Okay.
But it's spelt BRFXXCCXMNPCCCLLLMMNPRXVCLMNCKSSQLBB111116. And it's pronounced Albin.
Chill, Elon, chill.
Did you see they had another kid?
Rough.
Yeah.
They named it Y or X? No, the first one is X. This one is Y. I'm not kidding.
The parents later, so that was in...
It's kind of fucked America doesn't have these laws because could really be using them right now, okay?
For like all the rich people that just name their kids stupid shit.
This one specific couple, and I'm kind of referring to, but yeah.
The parents later tried to resubmit the same name with the same pronunciation, but was just the letter A. And it got rejected again. Cool. They're just trying to redefine what A is pronounced as Albin.
You wouldn't get it. They're white. They're white hat hackers. They're just trying to figure out the loopholes in the American legal naming system.
That was in
New Zealand. The Sweden
yeah.
legal naming system.
Number 12, Harriet.
Okay. That's not gender neutral.
Can be.
Okay.
And if Icelandic parents want to give their children a name that isn't listed in their National Register of Persons, they can pay a fee and apply for government approval. Sounds pretty insane, right? So in addition to not being a potential source of humiliation, the name must also meet criteria that's more specific to Iceland. So if you can't translate the name into the Icelandic alphabet, then you can't name your kid that. And so they try to name their kid Harriet, but I don't know what letter, but it doesn't translate.
They don't got R's in Iceland.
And then her brother Duncan also had a band name. So on their official passports, their names are boy and girl.
I meant they don't have A's in Iceland. How does Duncan not work?
It's a C. They don't like the C's in Iceland, which is ironic because there's literally a C in Iceland.
They're Viking.
Yeah,
founded.
you got it.
Pretty
man.
sure there's a C in Reykjavik.
I think it's got the little thing on it though. Yeah. I don't know. Listen, I didn't do any fucking research. But how about in France France won the World Cup in 2018, two parents wanted to celebrate in a big way and name their kids Griezmann Mbappe after football stars Antoine Griezmann and Kylian Mbappe.
Okay.
And they just said, nah. That one's not even that bad.
Yeah. Those ones are already names in use.
Yeah. And we know people like after the Cubs won the World Series that named their kid after like a Cubs player from the game.
Mm-hmm.
So
Cubby.
No.
Oh.
Baseball. This site is so bad. I'm getting so many fucking ads while I'm on it. How about 3?
Okay. No, that one kind of rocks.
Like
Isn't that
3 Langmore from
I was gonna say
the Ozarks?
The Ozarks.
That depends. Is their name spelled III in Roman numerals?
Huh. Didn't think about that one.
Guess what country?
America.
New Zealand.
New Zealand. Because
Crocky.
there's rule.
Is that New Zealand?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to do Australian. I knew it wasn't Australian. I know they get offended.
Yeah, you got it. Apparently there's rules against naming kids with Arabic numeral. So they tried to get cheeky with it. And instead they got freaky with it. And we'll just read the last one here. Blue.
Color? Like the color blue?
BLU.
Okay.
So obviously Beyonce's daughter, her name's Blue Ivy.
Mm-hmm.
But a couple in Milan, Italy tried to name their daughter Blue, and they were forced to change it because the name given to a child must correspond to their sex. So that's fucking crazy.
Blue can't be. Interesting. It's weird that you brought up baby names because my friend just texted me today with a baby name. And so Erika, let me know what you think of this. Let me know if this is like a contender. Tony Stark, Skywalker, Legolas, Kleckner?
No.
I don't like the Kleckner. It's too much of a mouthful. Y2Ks.
Yeah, that's fair.
And just like Y2K, that name is crashing and burning.
Got my ass. Okay. Oh, quick, next segment before I get humiliated, guys.
Well, guys, I didn't disappoint. We still have 2 more listener submission stories to get through.
Okay.
I can't wait.
Well, you're going to have to because I have to get to the folder is the weird part.
I didn't like any of those names, just so.
Well, that's why they're all illegal.
Yeah, legally you shouldn't.
I mean, technically they're not illegal in the United States.
Harriet's fine.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to name my baby Harriet.
Too close to Chariot?
No, I just don't have a strong connection to that name.
Get bullied, be called like Harry Tit or something. This is all I can think. Anytime I think
Harry
of baby
Tit.
names, I try to think like
What you're going to call them
how
to
are we
emotionally
gonna
abuse them.
How are you going to bully this child?
Yeah.
I mean, you've already got Kleck Nerd.
Yeah.
This is fucked.
Yeah, inflectord.
No, this is fucked. Stop.
Joshua.
What?
That's so rude.
Am I the asshole?
Yes.
God, his ass. You absolutely fucking idiot.
Talk about a flector.
Please stop.
Okay, sorry, go on.
Am I the asshole for being annoyed that my boyfriend invited his mom over?
Okay.
How hot's the mom? I'm just saying what we're all thinking, right, Richard?
They do say how hot the mom is.
Okay, well, let's read this.
Just kidding. You're a bad person. I, 26 female, have lived with my boyfriend, 31 male, for about 3 years. For the most part, I would say we are in a normal, healthy relationship.
Until.
When we got together, I moved into his rental with him and his brother. But in the past year, we purchased a house. Good for you. He has always been a mama's boy since I met him, which is kind of annoying, but has always been whatever. Since we got the house, he has started inviting his parents over without mentioning it to me first. It's not that I would ever say no, I just think it's respectful of your partner to keep them in the loop. I told him that it bothers me multiple times, and sometimes he acts like he gets it, but more or less just brushes it off.
Okay.
This morning, I was trying to sleep in on my off day when I noticed he was already up and the dogs were whining to go out of the bedroom, which they never do. Half asleep, I shouted at him and he came in and I told him the dogs were whining for him. As he went to leave, he started to shut the door. I said, just leave it open. He responded with, I'm shutting it because my mom's coming over. I was immediately livid. Once again, he had invited his mom over before mentioning it to me, before I'd even woken up.
I think that's where I'm caught up on.
That you're still sleeping?
Yeah, I could see why I'm woken up and it's like already something I'm mad at, and now I'm like groggy and I'm just like, oh, you fucking ruined my day from the start.
He said he thought it was fine because she was just stopping by for 5 minutes. When I expressed that I was not okay with this, he told me to, quote, stop being a bitch.
Whoa.
Shocker. When she left, I blew up. I told him I felt like he was treating me like another pet by not mentioning it to me first. I told him he didn't have any boundaries set up with his parents, and that's why they feel okay just dropping by. I also pointed out that I would never do this to him. We went back and forth for a while after I had basically exploded. He said he wouldn't do it again because it was obviously something I'm passionate about, but that he still didn't fully understand.
Yeah, the other 15 times she told you didn't mean she was passionate about it.
Yeah, I thought it was just a suggestion, a friendly little suggestion.
What a fun, cute way to, you yelled at me about something. Oh, you're so passionate about that.
I love how cute you are when you're angry.
I love your passion.
I'm frustrated that he doesn't understand why I feel disrespected, but am I the asshole for getting mad?
No, like you said, especially when you're getting woken up by dogs, being loud or whatever, and then all of a sudden, you're still sleepy, you're still groggy, whatever, and then somebody's like, hey, this person's coming over right now. Well, now I gotta fucking get up.
Yeah.
When I was trying to sleep in, I gotta get dressed.
And
it's a whole, I understand.
Be presentable.
The timing of it was very rough, but also, if my mom calls and says, hey, I need to stop by really quick, blah, 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 and Christian's still in bed, what am I going to do?
Yeah. And it'd be one thing if it was just every once in a while. But it sounds like this is a consistent thing happening.
Yeah, it'd be one thing if it was just oh yeah, just drop it by, whatever.
Not to mention my mom says, yeah, I'm going to stop by really quick. And then she's there for 2 hours.
3 hours. It's 2 hours of her trying to leave. And it's
the Midwest goodbye. You know how it goes.
Absolutely.
Go.
So yeah, I would say you're not the asshole for getting mad.
I don't think so.
No.
Especially in this specific one.
But I definitely think too. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go
on. It's unreasonable of you to say his parents can't come over.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Well, I don't think she means that. She just wants.
Please give me a heads up. Let me be mentally prepared.
I tell you, my mom always got pissed when I invited people over without letting her know.
Yeah, I mean that's fair enough. It is one of those things, you guys said, where it's you kind of want to be prepared, knowing you have to talk to somebody looking presentable. Can't just have my fucking twig and berries out.
Or even just
you never have your twig and berries out anyway.
Pan the camera down right now. Pan the camera down right now. First episode of this podcast
We better make this a Patreon episode then, because ain't nobody seeing that for free but me.
All right, you guys ready for the last listener submission? This story, I'm going to preface it, is a whatever story, but there's a thing at the end that makes it.
Ooh, a little sweet treat, a little.
This might be stereotypical Josh story, but I fucking love it.
Okay.
Hello, Judgies. I want to start this email by saying thank you.
You're
I'm
welcome.
a graphic designer and have a boring office job, and you guys are the only reason I'm able to sit through my long days. It's super hard trying to keep a serious face while I design in the office, and I'm often asked why I'm so giggly. Tell them.
Plug. Always be plugging.
Tell them why.
That's fucked.
Share with your coworkers.
You know what? I'm not reading the story anymore.
Yeah, fuck you.
Keep producing content, please, or else I may go crazy. Now I feel like we have to.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, that's.
I take my fuck you back.
I, 20 female, and my roommate, 22 female, are college students sharing a dorm room. I was randomly placed with her after having to switch rooms earlier this semester. A crazy story for another time.
Please send that one in too, probably.
We love roommate stories.
I do not know her, and we have hardly said any words to each other since I moved in about a month ago. She isn't in the room too often, but when she is, it's really weird. I have such a long list of strange things that she does, but I try to keep an open mind. It only ever bothers me when I'm trying to do my homework. Coding is hard.
Yeah, maybe for a dumb little idiot baby.
Do you know how to code?
Yeah, I know Java.
All right.
The worst language.
No, stop. I
actually know how to produce Flash games.
I used to know how to code in Arduino or whatever it is for Raspberry Pi boards.
Why? Bored?
No, I went to school for electronics, Josh.
Nerd.
So I learned that.
Lately she was Lately she has started doing something around me that is so bizarrely weird that I had to share it. She will walk into the middle of our room in front of the open window and me and get completely naked to change.
Everybody needs the naked neighbor.
Usually I just walk around to the corner or look away when she does this, but this morning was different. I was laying in bed, less than a foot away from her own bed, and she does this. She is less than 3 feet away from me when she pulls her whole entire boobs out without any warning.
Boo.
Bzz. Yikes.
We don't boo boobs, okay?
Well, I didn't want to boo
non-consensual
the boobs.
We boo.
Okay, fair enough, yeah.
I guess I didn't process at the beginning that the roommate's doing this with her in the room. It's cool to be the naked neighbor. You're the talk of the town, yik-yak in that college campus, going bonkers about, yo, did you guys see Window Girl?
53C at 2:54 p.m.? Anyways, how do I tell her to please stop taking her full ass out in front of me? I thought of leaving a note, but I feel like that'd be weird. I'm not a shy person, and I'm usually very vocal about situations. But I feel so weird about this one, I don't know what to say. I almost feel violated. Judgies, what do I do?
First of all, don't write a note. She's your roommate. Just fucking talk to her. Just be like, the next time she does it, just be like, bro, what are you doing? Why are you always getting naked in front of me?
Confrontation, Erika, hard.
Just make a joke of it then. Just be like, haha, you're naked again. Why?
Or you could just be visibly upset about it and go, harumph, and then turn over in your bed and roll into a burrito.
Or you make it weird and be like, show me them titties.
Well, Erika, this is where I point you to the edit.
Now they're in a relationship?
Not that it's all important, but she's a Disney adult.
Ah! Fuck
Who kind of gives me homophobic vibes.
Oh, God. This story's spiraling so quickly.
She also has told me in one conversation we have had that she physically abuses her fiancé.
What the fuck?
I'm pan and woman leaning, but I'm in a very committed relationship. I'm afraid if she found this out, she may use this whole butt-ass naked situation against me. Sincerely, and here's the largest twist, irritated in Idaho.
Oh my.
I like the story itself is like, classic roommate drama, but then I skimmed to the bottom, just saw, and she's a Disney adult and homophobic. And it's like, well, first of all, that's kind of redundant. They're the same thing. But yeah, if you're so homophobic, like what's she trying to do? Fucking weed her out? Like showing her big old massive mommy milkies? I
knew it.
You made eye contact with the twins, and now I'm calling the RA on you.
Oh my gosh. I mean, maybe that is the route to go, to be like, I like what I see. And then she outs as homophobic and she's like, I'm going to cover up around you now. That's uncomfortable.
That's, you know what, either that or full nuclear, she does a hate crime.
Oh, no.
And then you can just like RA get it. And by like hate crime,
free
I mean
tuition.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hate crime on campus, free tuition, baby.
That's what I'm saying. And if it's done by if a school bus commits a hate crime on you, that's like, you get like DeVry for free, like the university, not classes. Like you just get the whole institution. Thing. A for-profit institution becomes yours.
They name it after you, actually.
Yeah, DeVry was the last person who got hate crime.
We shouldn't joke about.
No, we shouldn't.
Those things. I really do hope that this works out for you, because that is very uncomfortable, especially like you have no escape.
Yeah.
She's most likely between you and the door, and there's nothing that you can do about it. It's really uncomfortable.
A dorm room where there's literally nowhere to run to.
Especially if you're like not that friendly to begin with. Like there are definitely friends where we've been friends forever. We're comfortable enough with each other that if I'm going to get naked, you know, it is what it is, and vice versa. Like it's not that big of a deal. But also there are friends that are newer that I would not feel comfortable getting naked in front of. And I would not want them to get naked in front of me either.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like, especially in this case, like that's just straight up like sexual, I guess,
harassment.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't teeter into assault, but yeah, like if you gotta need consent. You need the consent.
Yeah.
Unless you're in like a place where it's deemed that like a public shower.
Yeah.
Where you might see some tits or dongs or something. But yeah, like what the fuck? It's like you're intentionally doing it, which is fucked.
Yeah. It's very uncomfortable.
It's weird to be doing it with someone in the room that you've never talked, that you're not previously friends with, and you've never like agreed upon it. This is all such a wild story.
Yeah. But I would, you know what? I think a real potential scenario is like Erika said, maybe lean into it, but if you're scared of repercussions, like bring your partner around, and then if they say anything, just go straight to the RA. Just like request a new roommate, or you could probably just request a new roommate now.
Yeah, you could,
I'm sure there's a request form.
Yeah, but I think the whole thing with requesting a roommate, because you're an RA, don't you have to like you have to go through and try to remedy the situation before they'll just place you somewhere else.
To do a remediation.
Yeah, or like moderation.
It depends on the situation and if there's like rooms available. If there's rooms available, it might not be an issue.
But also, if you feel like threatened in any way, I think the school has to do something about that.
Yeah, there's got to be anti-harassment policies there.
Yeah,
I had to do that once as an RA. There was roommate drama going on where it was one girl, you could tell when we had to sit down and talk, she was very quiet and shy. And it was 4 people. It was like a suite style room, so there's like 4 separate rooms that kind of shared a common area. And 3 of the 4 people were friends. They're in the same sorority together. And then there's the 4th girl, and she's very shy. And she like would passively aggressive leave like sticky notes on stuff, like Double D style. And it fucking blew up somehow. And all 3 of these girls are yelling at her, and like she's crying.
Jesus.
And it's like, what is going on here? What? And they're like trying to make her into the bad guy. Once we have to all sit down, talk, and then it's like I talk to them all separate, and it's like they're trying to make her the bad guy. And it's like, I don't know how she's the bad guy in this situation, guys. Like, she's mad that you guys aren't washing your dishes and is writing you a note instead of telling you, because you guys clearly are yelling and ganging up on her.
Yeah, clearly don't enjoy constructive criticism.
It's the same room with the girl that
had a crush on you.
Yeah, had a crush on me.
The shy one had a crush on you?
No. One of the ones in the sorority. It was back when they had like, I don't know if this is still a thing, but just like the SIU Anonymous, and you put like
secret admirer.
Yo,
like
I wanna clap them cheeks with RA on 8th floor, and then it's like someone said it about me, and Erika was all salty about it.
I was pissed.
But I eventually learned who it was because one of the other RAs was in the sorority with her.
Yeah, Christian never told me who it was. Probably for the best.
Yeah, it would have been bad. I was an RA and you weren't supposed to be there. Every day of the week.
Literally. But I spent one single night in my own dorm room.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Great for your roommate.
Yeah, she fucking slept in my bed. She let friends sleep in my bed. I had clothes still like in my dorm room. She would borrow my clothes without talking to me, and like
at that point.
I get it.
That's rent, baby.
I get it, because like I'm never there, but also
gotta ask.
She's like, I was getting the dust off them for you.
No,
bitch, there's cobwebs growing on them.
Literally one single night in my dorm room, and that was only because Christian was busy. And it was the first night of school.
I was gonna say, was it the first night of school?
Yeah,
that's pretty good. There's somebody we went to school with who was in our dorm that we knew from our hometown, and he stayed in his dorm like for 1 week and then just commuted to school every other day, the 2 hours to get there. And it's like, Why are you paying for a dorm?
Didn't even get a chance to get used to it. Everybody was having an awkward time on their first week there, buddy.
It was pretty funny. But just like college had to end, so did this episode. Number 93.
That's what you said at the beginning.
In the books.
Hope you enjoyed it. This one was structured a little bit more like normal. The last couple episodes have been kind of a shit show.
Yeah, I tried to get a nice hard structure in there.
I mean, I tried that too, and look how well it went for me, guys.
Well, this one will be nice because it will be actually like right under an hour. So we are starting to reel it back. People keep asking, how come you're trying to make them shorter? We're not trying to make them shorter. We just can't have them be longer and longer.
Yeah.
It's unsustainable.
Erika, where can they find us at?
Oh, yeah. If you want to follow us on social media, you can do that at Judgies Pod. That's JUDGIES. And you can find us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, Patreon, all sorts of stuff. The Judgies Pod is for some of them, but most of the time it's at Judgies Pod.
And hey, if you got a crazy, wacky roommate story, or if you're the person that submitted that story and you said you had a different story you want to tell us, you can send that to us at judgiespod@gmail.com.
And
Make
guys,
sure to have a title in there.
If you do join our Patreon, you can join our wonderful, wonderful Discord. A review we got this week of it being fun. So you could be in there doing that, hanging out with us, and you could also not. Those are your two options in this world.
Have a great week, you guys.
I won't mess it up this time. The Judgies love you.
That's pretty good.
I think that's the closest you've ever been.
We'll unfix it in post.
I will unfix it.
We'll add a couple seconds of dead air.